Hey everybody, Will Fix and Maximus Crypto here today. We're spending time together. We're having a great time, by the way. Maximus had an idea to cover a little bit of XLM. So we're going to do that for you today. Hope you're enjoying it. Put in the comments if you're having a good time with our collaboration here while we spend some time together. You know, we'd like to hear back from you. If you don't have a cold storage wallet, I suggest a decent wallet. They're unmatched in security. They've perfected the fingerprint technology to secure your assets the decent with the world's first biometrically secured cryptocurrency wallet. So what does that mean? That just means you can open up the application with your thumbprint instead of punching in your password. But if you lose your thumb, you can still punch in your password. So what else do they have? It also gives you the ability that you can download this application that syncs with the device. And then you have a very large screen that you can see all of your assets, all of your balances. It gives you also several abilities in there to exchange, swap, and purchase other cryptocurrencies. You'll find this a very valuable tool, and you'll enjoy this wallet. Use the link that's popping up in the top right of your screen now and purchase one, or the link that's in the description. Thank you. Hopefully it's positive. So you just wanting to talk about XLM?
Yeah, so without, further ado, smash the like. It does definitely help. We appreciate you guys. So one thing I want to jump into, you guys know that I cover a lot of Stellar on my channel. I've seen Will cover Stellar a few times on his. I know he's personally into it as well. But there was an announcement from Stellar, especially on X, if you go straight to the Stellar platform. It mentioned on November 18th about 500 million in tokenized assets, and they stated on on one platform, that is basically on this. There's so much significance about this because it's in regards to smart contracts, and as we know, Sorbonne is the premier smart contract platform, of course, on Stellar, the Protocol 21 upgrade, because again, the whole thing about smart contracts, we're seeing numerous examples about this moving forward. And I think, if anything, I think it's really going to be a big deal. We saw, especially if you saw my last video on Stellar, give or take about 4 or 5 days ago, it was called Blend. And, one of the first projects I ever covered on my channel is Clearpool. And yeah, that's really, really, a great opportunity in that regard as far as a project that's low in market cap. What stood out for me on that project, especially Clearpool, was real world asset tokenization, but capital market ecosystems. When you see interviews, especially like people like Larry Fink and so on, he mentioned specifically like, watch out for the future of tokenized securities, real world asset tokenization. But again, the whole concept of, doing this thing of collateralizing some of this, enabling capital market ecosystems. Like basically, let's say you're a VC and you use a traditional bank in the past, long before the concept of blockchain and distributed ledger technology. Well, how it used to be in the old game of things was, I'm a VC and I go to Will, the Will Fix bank, if you will, and they want me to put up all this collateral. Well, if I don't have it, then I'm kind of sunk. What's game changer now is you can vet some of these particular projects, and if anything, we, even in retail, we can provide funding for these particular VCs in various different ways. It's just like a win-win across the board. But these are just, small examples. There's many examples out there. So Blend the other week really stood out for me. And again, that's a new project. But again, the point is seeing something where, yeah, you have, a token, if you will. It's going to be through that smart contract of like Sorbonne, and then have that paired, for example, with Stellar, whether it is with XLM. The whole thing is bringing this to that ecosystem, right? So if we're building on Stellar, then that's significantly faster than obviously building on something like, Ethereum. The thing about is, even if it did connect to Ethereum, we have these side chains and so on. So when we talk about $500 million in real world asset tokenization, as mentioned on the 18th, You're going to see more and more of these things pop off. Combine that with, was it 50 billion coins? I think it's just, I don't know if people really grasp the significance of that yet, but being able to do 3 lines of code, these devs familiar with what's referred to as WASM, Rust. At the end of the day, if you build something where it's user friendly not only to the people using it, but user friendly to devs, it creates those incentives for other devs to come to your platform to build. That's what's already going on as we speak. Combine that with regulatory clarity and so on moving forward. I think it's just a big deal moving forward for Stellar, and we've seen this recently in regards to price action with Stellar. Will elaborated the other day about how you're getting a 2-for-1 compared to a Ripple. And this is not no FUD against Ripple, because we hold both of these. You can get basically like a 2-for-1 compared to Ripple XRP. And I'm just looking at like, all right, look at the 7-day chart. Yeah, Ripple XRP is well over $1.40. We touched $1.50. But now we see this next wave when it comes to Stellar. And then again, more of these utility tokens and coins, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, because it's totally possible if XLM is going to follow XRP and it has half the coins, it might follow in an accelerated fashion. If XRP moves X amount, we've already seen XLM moving even further than XRP. And XRP is the one doing all the work, all the heavy lifting. But XLM seems to be getting the benefit, and they got a lot of work, that they're doing also. I think part of it is, the average guy just thinks, well, I can either get 1 XRP or 3 XLM for the same money, and I don't know. It just feels better sometimes to buy at a lower price. Meme coins, people be like, man, if it erases a 0, that's going to be, or if it goes to a penny and I got 1 billion of them, look what it's going to be. Well, it's kind of the same psychology, that having one that's 50 cents, 2 for $1. And so that idea multiplied times how many people purchasing has its own effect. Plus it has a smaller amount of coin. So, who knows how fast and hard it's going to move. I wouldn't sell XRP to buy XLM. I think you'd get some new money in there, Don't, I have a big bag of XLM, and wow, it's really moved. So seeing these smart contracts and all the different things, I wonder if the same thing. I wonder if they're developing on Stellar, are they going to use XLM? And if they are, then that's going to shrink the available pool, just like when we talk about XRP, because XLM is also a money mover.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was one of the things before everything started to kind of pop off, that it's like, there's so much emphasis on Circle, USDC. It's like, well, before Circle was called Circle, it was actually called Stellar USDC, years ago. And where I'm going with this is, I want people to understand, like, I totally get it. I'm with you. We want more examples of, are these assets going to actually use XLM? And what do we see recently? The answer is yes. We saw that announcement literally a few weeks ago from Coinbase, and that's why I did that one video about the whole concept of Ripple XRP Gold, Stellar Silver. Sometimes people see that and they're like, nah, it's not a real thing. You go to my video, and if anything, I actually will have Will.
We'll put the link. We'll put the link up at the top for that video. It's an awesome.
Yes, it actually, like, it's not just me saying that because everybody's hopping on board saying it. It will show you examples of XRP with gold, Stellar with silver. But the point was this: if you haven't seen that video, you actually have an example straight from Coinbase where they went all in, if you will, on the whole thing of Stellar silver-backed derivatives. And the derivatives market is the biggest enchilada of them all. Debt is huge, don't get me wrong, but derivatives, that's when we talk about the crazy money, and let's face it, everybody, we're going to get some people that are going to criticize, and that's okay. I got thick skin. but literally, right, thick skin. But my thing is, it's like, yeah, that's the quadrillions that are out there.
No
People say
doubt.
there's not enough money out there, but they're not keeping in mind. It's like you're not understanding. It's not just a one-shot deal with all the money that's in the world. You know, it's multiple layers. So Will talks about stair stepping, and that's where I like these concepts. So again, back to the whole thing, a stellar and with silver and derivatives and so on. So, all right, what if you have other particular projects join the stellar ecosystem and they have the same model? Well, now I have that up.
Yeah.
That's more liquidity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, which makes it more attractive because at least you can change your money out, right? Get your money back.
Yeah.
Sell it.
So
You can sell it and someone will
right.
buy it. Yeah.
So this is something that Will and I are looking more into. We like to be able to bring it to you guys. The whole key thing is what is going to be a game changer moving forward, real world asset tokenization. When I was first introduced the concept of cryptocurrency, in my head, I don't know what crypto is.
Mm-hmm.
And think about all the new people that you guys are, I'm sure, are excited to talk about crypto about. So you don't hear the word crypto. I mean, you technically do, but what's going through your mind is currency. So is this a different way of paying for things, goods, services, and so on? What always appealed to me is that Stellar would be the one that would literally be used to pay for bills, goods, services, and so on. But again, the key thing is moving forward. Yes, we do a lot of research, but moving forward is like being able to swipe your debit card, not realize it's even tied to crypto, but it simply works.
Yes.
MasterCard has a partnership with Stellar. There's Quant. We saw Hedera.
Yeah.
So these traditional players that have been around for decades, they're betting on a winning horse moving forward. So what's the difference? The difference is it's tokenized. You know, where on the other hand, before it wasn't. You know, you don't have programmable money with USD, the US dollar.
That's right.
So, you know, again, I guess I'll give a quant plug on that one because, you know, Gilbert Verdi always talks about the significance of programmable money, but is what's paired with the programmable money. That has value, but it's not just in one layer, it's in multiple layers. So Will and I, we're going to continue doing our collaboration. We're giving you guys a taste of things to come, and we're just so excited to talk about it. It's a natural thing. We're very well invested in some of these things, and glad to bring it to you guys. Even XDC, for that matter. I mean, will definitely stand out when it comes to the whole thing of derivatives. So,
hey, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. You know, we appreciate you. The same videos on my channels, on his channel, and all of the links, if you're watching on his channel, the links bless him. If you're watching on my channel, they bless me, you know, as far as, you know, it helps our channels when you guys, you know, participate with whatever we got going on. But we appreciate you guys, and hit us up in the comments if there's something you want us to cover, and we'll be together for until the end of this month, and we would love to cover some stuff for you and see if we can wrap our brain around something and squeeze out some content that you enjoy. So you guys have a good day. We'll see you next video.